So I wanted to take this time to talk about Shalane Flanagan and her powerful, positive image in the media. She's a 36-year-old long-distance runner, initially from Colorado. She's the daughter of not only one, but two former distance athletes, one of which, her mom, used to hold the American record in the marathon. And so Shalane's been around running her entire life. And she continued her running career throughout college at the University of North Carolina, which a fun little fact about us University of Missouri students is that at the national level, the DMR and indoor, she was outkicked by the University of Missouri for the national title. But she was ultimately good enough to continue her running career at a professional level, and she now trains with the Bowerman Babes up in Oregon. And she ranges in anything from the 5K to the marathon. She's been focusing on the marathon the past couple years. She's been seen on the Olympic level 3 times. Once in 2008 for the 10K, where she earned a bronze medal. She's actually one of 2 American women ever to receive a medal in the 10K at the Olympic level. And she was actually recently moved up to the silver medal a couple years ago when the initial silver medalist was debunked of her medal because of performance enhancing drugs. And then in 2012 and 2016, she was also seen at the Olympics, but for the marathon. So overall, Shalane has a very positive media image. She's been a familiar face in both the World Championship and Olympic levels the past 8 years. She's actually also co-written a cookbook with her former teammate and roommate Elise Kopecky, and it's gained incredible popularity not only on the national but also on international level, and it's caused a high demand for a second one. So they're in the works of writing that out right now. So when you Google Shalane's name, you see numerous running pictures, stats, and accomplishments, and even around Halloween, you'll see individuals tag her in pictures that dressed up like her for Halloween. And so when you look more into this media, in the media of females and the coverage in general, and look at these research articles done, according to Lavoie, scholars agree that this limited coverage exists on females, and it hinders their ability to challenge ideology. So the demand for interest in women's sport is constrained. And Lavoie also notes that even though the number of women in sport in both high school and collegiate levels has risen, the amount of coverage is not. It's declined, and it's less than 5% now of the most prominent sports periodicals that they will ever use women on the cover. Less than 5%, which is crazy. But when you look at the amount of coverage, and more so the quality of coverage, you look at the fact that they use this minimal coverage to focus on sexual objectification or ambivalence. So instead of focusing only on sports performance, commentators will paraphrase of, their athletic ability with a phrase that undermines athleticism or focuses solely on the body. And it's in distance running that the focus on the body can be very prominent. So it's very easy for young girls to focus on size to perform, to have this high drive for thinness, this body dissatisfaction, or see their competitors that are thinner, that are running fast, and want to do that. And it's according to Roper that a high drive for thinness, body dissatisfaction, and viewing the body as an object to do a sport can lead to self-objectification. So it's with this focus on young runners or individuals in general that Shalane wanted to create this cookbook to help athletes be the best they can be and enhance their life. And it was within her interview with ESPNW that they asked, why this cookbook, Shalane? Why now? And she responded with a quote like something like this, for me, running 100 miles a week, food and fuel became one of my prominent focal points. And it was also with that I became interested in young female athletes, and I wanted to help make sure that they get the nutrition they need. Because I witnessed a lot of disordered eating in the NCAA system, and I felt like it could be a great avenue to help them, to model something for them how to eat well and stay healthy, and it ultimately injury-free. And Shalane also noted that, her increase in training helped her design this outlook, to create food as fuel, to provide whole nutritious recipes to help match energy expenditure. So it was really important for Shalane to use her platform in a positive way. And so if you look specifically, or on the other end of it, at her running platform and the accomplishments she does on a running level, Shalane helps debunk the negativity towards women in sport. And she earns hard-fought media coverage. Like just this past weekend, she was the first female in over 40 years, well actually exactly 40 years, to win the New York City Marathon. So It was a very big day for American women in distance running, and this victory resulted in numerous media outlets. You had people from running forums, Twitter, even stories on the news, and she was on Kelly and Ryan. It was a platform for people to rave about the accomplishment that she earned. And her accomplishments, paired with individuals like Jenny Simpson or Emma Coburn, winning the world championships, and has really shown the rise and the positivity that's coming around for female distance runners. And, even male commentators use the words like strong and brave to describe the performance. She was coming down the last few miles of her marathon, and the commentators were just in awe by how strong and powerful she looked and how she continued to press the pace even though it was at the end of a marathon. She's 24 miles in and still picking it up. And it's with tears falling from her eyes that she talked about how her victory was a dream she'd been chasing as a little girl. And it's with these accomplishments, both in and out of running, that Shalane challenges the status quo for female athletes. So her performance-based imagery, it helps counteract the sexualized image in athletes that comes on the media. Because, when the media focuses on the body and appearance, it fails to focus on athletic ability and inspiration. So Shalane's positive media, it's resulted in powerful coverage, and announcers even use words like powerful and groundbreaking to describe Shalane as an athlete. And it's her challenge that is exactly that, groundbreaking for the rest of us. And Shalane not only improves the amount of media coverage, but the quality as well. So the quality and the amount on women is just improved because of her presence. And she's focused on the future, and she finds ways to shape athletes and girls in general and plays a role in the development. Being a mom of 2 daughters, she wanted to find a way to inspire athletes and young women in general. And it's with her thinking, that my vision for change comes. It's outlined by the ability to see these female athletes as strong and courageous, to be a positive image and to be something that young girls aspire to be, to use the platform to be a powerful image. Something that Shalane Flanagan has been a catalyst for. And she's fought for these accomplishments, and she's advocated for clean sport, and she's written a healthy cookbook for runners and non-runners. She wants to help impact everyone. And so just imagine, this world where all these other individuals begin to recognize that women are strong and they're fearless, and this battle that they have with adversity is supported, and then gives hope to other people. And so that strides taken by both women and, like Shalane, and in and out of races, both physically and figuratively, that it's a positive aspect in sports equality. It's making great lengths. The